Hey, wonderful writers. This next couple of weeks, we're going to do things a little bit differently in writing. As you know, we have the FSA coming up, and the way that they ask some questions look a little different than what you're used to. So we're going to do some practice in this book to make sure you're prepared and you don't get nervous about it because it's something new, because it won't be something new because we're going to teach it to you. So you need your Being a Writer workbook. And we are going to be on page 104, 104. Now, I pulled the pages out of my book just because it's easier with the way that my desk is all set up. So you don't need to do that unless you want to. Okay, so what you will notice is that there are numbers in front of the sentences. Okay, that's the number question that we are going to get the answer for, okay? So the number in front of it is gonna go with this. So let's get going and see which word correctly completes sentence number 1. I found something interesting when I went to Grandma's house. I found something interesting since I went to Grandma's house, or I found something interesting until I went to Grandma's house. When makes the most sense. You can even write it in if you want. Okay. So number 2, in one of the closets, I saw a box of old books for children, child, or child. What sounds right? I saw a box of old books for children sounds best, because it's the correct answer. These kind of questions, you're always going to want to make sure that you try out all the words to see what sounds right. And then question 3 is on the next page. Which one correctly completes sentence 3? Here's sentence 3. I will pick. I picked up the box and took it to the kitchen. Now we know it's ED, picked, because it's in the past. I found something in the is past tense. I went is past tense. Okay, I picked up, not I pick up the box, or I will pick up the box. She was already there, whether it's a boy or girl. Number 4. Grandma was there packing our lunch. Then the question, that's why it gets a little tricky. Question 4, out sentence 5, okay? Because nothing for sentence 4. Grandma, are these your books, I asked? Which is the correct way to write sentence 5? What's it missing? I taught you that. Look at your answer choices very carefully. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, it is A, with our quotation marks around the words that they said. Very good. B is not correct because they're at the end, and it is not correct the way it is. So with those kind of questions, and you're like, what? I don't, look very carefully. Question 5 says, which is a correct way to write sentence 6? No, she answered. I taught you this. It is B with the comma there. Okay. Question 7, which is the correct way to write the title in sentence 8? The one on top was titled How to Train a Puppy. Nope, I skipped one. Never mind. Let's go back to 6. Sorry. Which word correctly completes sentence 7? Those were your mother's books. One mom, so it's apostrophe S. The one on top was titled How to Train a Puppy. So it's asking which way is the correct way to write the title. Yep, all the major words, the first and the last word, and all the bigger words in between. All the little words don't get it. Which correctly completes sentence 9? So this is kind of like a review, but it just looks a little different than what you're used to. Which word correctly completes sentence number 9? I opened, will open, or opened the book. Again, this is past tense, so it's ed. So it would be C. So hopefully you're getting some of these answers before I say them. Which word correctly completes sentence 10? Child, child's, child. I saw a child's handwriting. Which one is it? It's B because it's one child with the apostrophe S. Good. All right. Yep, on the back. Which is the correct way to write the underlined part of sentence 11? It said this book belongs to Ruth Ann Martin, who lives at, so there's the underlined part, which is the correct way to write it. I don't think we talked about that a whole lot. We have the address, city, comma, state. Just like making a list, it's not Tampa, Florida. It's two separate things, Tampa, comma, Florida, right? So there is the street, the address. Then there's again, it's like making a list. You put a comma to separate the things because they're not all one big thing. And which word correctly completes sentence 12? My mom wrote this when they, her, she was a little girl. I bet you know the answer to that. Yeah, she. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to finish it. We're just doing those today. And tomorrow we're going to look at the second part and continue answering our questions and getting ready for that big essay. See you tomorrow, grammar kids. Bye.